Hey there everybody, this is Shadow. As you can see, I'm back at the stock farm. What I've actually done is I tried for half an hour trying to get the thing from the ID card from that ghost left in the abandoned factory. Turns out it's not there. Apparently been lied to by the video game guides. Once again. Tried that for half an hour, looked like an idiot. When I actually did the last recording session, I actually recorded the last bit and kind of accidentally deleted that, so I'm going to have to show that off first, and after that I'm going to start off, I'm going to trigger out chapter 4. I've actually played a little bit ahead and found where the last ID card is, which is kind of why I'm actually recording now. I just had to play through just to find out, and I thought, you know what, may as well start recording. So anyway, a little bit of fast forwarding, and just getting back to Pac-Man's house. Yeah, just going that way, just finish the chapter. And Pac-Man Jr is actually super stoked that he's got his guitar back. And he's apparently singing about worship. Why not? Let's have interspecies romance in the mix. Then it goes 6k, mate. It's a little too light. And this scene is more or less the same as it was in the previous two chapters, really. It's like, you failed me again, blah 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 blah. But this last chapter is going to be slightly different. Probably ditto for the password I'm given. So yeah, that's what the ending to chapter 3 looks like. And well, that. So instead of just ending the video here, I'm just going to carry on. But yeah, the password is different from what I got after before. Let's just carry on. And once again, Pac-Man is watching TV. Pretty great. But suddenly, Miss Pac-Man, no, actually, it's just a news report. Ghosts are terrorizing the city. And they're actually, for some reason, they're stealing chewing gum that's already been chewed. Which is kind of weird. And they're going to the factory. We actually saw some of the factory before. I believe in chapter 3 when I kind of went through it. You don't actually have to go through the factory to get to where you need to go, but yeah, I went that way. And the ghost, is it the Ghost Queen I think she's called? Pretty much calls Pac-Man out. Oh, the Ghost Witch. And certainly, this pisses Pac-Man out, so he kind of starts off in a fairly bad mood. Not that I particularly mind, really, because he's actually going to avoid some of the stuff that, when he's in a half decent mood, is going to actually, well, when he's in a good mood, he seems to like, buying the hot dog from the cat, and that's kind of like been a pain in the arse for me. Actually, I did this as well. But really, I don't really need him to be in a that left place. When he's in this sort of mood, like depressed or not in the very best of moods, he'll actually ignore the hot dog thing, so you don't actually have to do the thing with the cat trying to steal his hot dog. As Pac-Man, it's a cat, just leave well enough alone and stuff will happen. Like you running into the hot dog stand. Hey, Pac-Man. No, you don't have enough money for a hot dog. We just need to go to the city, save the world, and let's. You know what? I have another idea. Since I actually have all 3 of the Pac-Man rooms, why don't I'd actually go and show you what that does. And I can actually show it here. There's actually 2 places where you can play the arcade. There's actually an arcade in the city area. Actually, just after this part. After Pac-Man decides to get distracted by something, we'll have to stop him being distracted by the burger sign, because otherwise he's going to walk into the get angry and start kicking it. So he's supposed to do that, and actually right here is where the arcade is, straight after that. Now if you have all 3 parts of the ROM, you can have Pac-Man interact with this other machine here. And you get Ms. Pac-Man. If you're playing the Genesis version, you actually get Pac-Man Jr instead. I think that's the only difference between the 2 games, is that you get different, you give different game. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna show off Pac-Man Jr simply because I think the only difference is that the maze is bigger or something from regular Pac-Man. Another difference between this one is there's actually a second loop in the. It's the same maze as the original Pac-Man, but there's like a second loop at the top of the screen, as you can obviously see. And I'm probably gonna mess this one up about as badly as I did the original Pac-Man. And also the fruit doesn't appear in the middle; it comes out of the sides. I'm kind of concentrating on. Are the ghosts coming after me already? Some of the ghosts are after me. Oh no. It's probably here. Come on, D-pad. Cooperate with me here and we can get all 4 of them. That's what I like doing with the getting the power pallets. Is trying to get all 4 of them, as opposed to just like getting like 1 or 2 before the timer runs out. Thank you for the cherry. But that's just stupid. He just saw me in plain sight there and just never did anything. I think it was actually. I don't know whether it was an arcade game or whether it was. I think it was the arcade game. I know there was a version of Pac-Man for the GameCube. I think it was actually alleged. I don't know if it's like alleged or whatever. Oh, time limit, really? Wow. I think there was a version of Pac-Man on the GameCube that actually also what you could do. You could put Game Boy Advances in, and you actually played as the one player played as Pac-Man. The other players on the GBA played as the Ghosts, who had more or less limited sight of the maze. There's a strawberry though. I'll pick that up because I'm getting chased by ghosts again. But basically, you can actually be smarter than I am at the moment. You can actually be smarter than the AI, and if you saw Pac-Man, you could actually chase after him. It's probably the reason why the ghosts are stupid anyway, because they kind of have limited line of sight, and they'll actually go after you if they actually see you, but sometimes I think the AI is smarter than that. Like for instance here. Again, like original Pac-Man, probably can never get could rarely get past the second stage. So yeah, we have that. I'm just going to put my name in there, get a password to actually go straight to play Miss Pac-Man, but yeah. Like playing Pac-Man, get high score, it improves Pac-Man's mood, so we have that. And you need to carry on to the left from here. Be careful of the jerk splashing, which is might happen about now. No, yes, and there's no way of actually stopping that. So maybe if Pac-Man's rather. No, you're going that way. I need to go that way. You know what? Her pink has the face, you're not going to listen to me. Yeah, go that way. Go that way. Oh, you're in that soft mood, are you? Look, we need the ID card. The ID card is that way. Now go that way, or I'm going to force you to do a thing. And don't even think of doing that. Don't even think of doing that. Yeah, I'll do it close to. That's better. And just to try, you can have a paint pot for the head. You're asking for it for going that way in the first place, Pac-Man. Sorry, but yeah, you are. So once again, I'm going to stop it from bumping into that. We didn't kick it, and knock the paint can on his face anyway. We need to go that way anyway, so please go that way. Good. This wasn't here before, this lift thing. And Pac-Man will always go to it, so even if you go through the other side, Pac-Man will always go to it, so yeah. And we get to this specific part of the rooftop, which we never actually got up to before. And Ghost Attack. Now these ghosts actually are specifically Pinky over there is the one with the ID card. So once all the girls and there's the ID card that I future I was looking for in the last episode. Now the reason I thought maybe they'd get the ghosts to actually appear in chapter 4, trigger in chapter 4, I actually went back to where those ghosts were that were behind the guitar, and they don't appear in chapter 4, so yeah, that's probably the only place we can actually get to it. There's nothing in that door, so don't bother.